Sravende. Joe. Joe. And then you are saying to you big time. Ernest.
Yeah.
Not to say.
It is Owusu.
I had a papa.
Oh, sir, it's a rhetorical question. So it is Owusu. So Owusu, yeah, dear, Senyan Sudia,
and to beg both of.
And Debbie may say it is Owusu. So walk out Timwa. So Owusu, yeah, fine. So Owusu, yeah, dear.
And I'm major saying both parties, Rebecca Boom, Wafa.
Oh, Debbie, medium minimum so Subaye. In Tinos Subayan, the kind of Zuni, Tim Subayan, Zua. No Tribu Goody. We knew Tibu good. Medium Subayo, medium Nimono, medium Subaye.
Neither Massana.
Debbie mean cars was every whom watch it. In Timing cars was a son. In two now names was a son. I shall cook one at the Oya and me who send your Wawasama. The supercharger.
Now, baby, I'm baby.
The supercharger.
Now, baby, baby. This is our starting by my punch lines. Where you cool
punch line. Where baby, pharmacy with you. No, you pharmacy with you.
Now, then I could be watch over how many years?
Oh, almost since 2009.
Free lad buy
almost about 2009. But say we met one or two. Yes, a few times, couple of times.
I want the pabre.
I would the idea, pa.
And there's also a passion on Hobby Tuche.
Over Tuche.
As we could see from Charlie, I won't. Charlie, prof. I won't.
You see my blinks, man. What are you talking about? Heavy, man.
On some cufflinks and things. And no muffler, be the money on some glasses.
And some leather jacket and shit. You know what I mean, man? You know that, man. That's all kind of, kind of says there. Obi a kofa mantel tintin bi a share no me pictures no o man kickers party man leather jacket papa ne bo heavy man yes am na kan
heavy
shit
that I quite say dey o kan say ono ne
bibi bo
West Green Road, Charlie. Joe, travel and see, me boy.
Travel and see.
But unia why are you?
Why are they?
Now so you be kwaso do kura ampo no. You be kaso ene so Owusu Bempah yana boys omo fi say baby awufre no omo mpese omo nya sure about that. Nti where the over hey?
Say me nya sure say.
There be omo nya sure. Baby awufre.
Of course. I mean, so you know a lot of the stories. So I know the no.
You be kaso Ernest every Kumasi ni anase.
Yeah, be Kumasi ni. Yes, of course.
Heavy.
Me grew up in Kumasi. I'm say Amukum in Kumasi.
Okay.
Ona wo me. And then I started a primary school in Kumasi. New Amukum Primary. Heavy. Unfortunately, you know, I started primary school with the only governor of Ashanti. To me. Meaning I grew up in the same area, the same family around, and then we went to the same JSS together. And then we went to Bempah College. People think he didn't go to Bempah College. Attended Bempah College.
Wow.
And then from there, I entered Ghana Institute of Journalism. And I acquired journalism. Then from there I went to UK. Went to Nottingham Clarendon College. Nottingham. And then from there, I joined the bandwagon. England. Doing Wala to Wala Sa any idea. We joined
that Wala to Wala Sa no yebi.
I mean, I did a lot to Fifi before we joined the bandwagon. We did a lot. Oh, we did a lot. We did a lot. Joe, we did a lot. Apart from the bad boy style, we were doing a lot. We were doing the documentaries for the OB. OBTV. We were doing the Sankofa magazine, you know, and then we joined the WBLS team from the beginning. So when you say the first radio station in London, I was the youngest newscaster there at that time. Sammy K, Mr. Dazi, the late Sammy K, Captain Morgan. What happened is you know,
Captain Morgan, so the late.
Yeah, Captain Morgan was the first person to introduce me, my Sammy K.
Wow.
And you know, they wanted somebody to read the news. That time, not Rabbi, the first Adibia. So
at that time, never Van
Dyke was the key presenter. At that time. So they have to get somebody to read the news. That time in core air. Now you see young Ernest, Babe Kasa, the kind. That be me slow.
Sonia Marcel Babe Kasa.
Slow brutal. Now you introduce me a microphone. Me who put check. Captain Morgan say young Ernest, and then no a Johnny ni who into was. Oh, it was nice that time. No, what they call this area, what the free. Maybe a Jewish people no one. They but that runabout now they call Lee Bridge Road. On the right side. Tall building there or that was where the WBLS used to be, and then we went back to Lee Bridge Road. And you know, it was fun. It was that time because that time it was a new dimension in London at that time. 1999, 2000, and radio was something in London. Heavy. Ghanaian community, heavy, and then it was heavy. You have top DJs, top DJ Okoto, Van Dyke, Captain Morgan. Sammy K, Mr. Dazi, and all these great people were there. Charlie, even in London was but you take it to the next level. Muna mu take it to the next level. Muna mu take it when Hot FM took over the whole London, and then they have no choice but to buy me like Cristiano Ronaldo. What Tom said, Cristiano Ronaldo. I joined the team.
What I say, Makofa. Akwa biaba na me no me de mi husu tifi wodwen ho sei be say dey so uso banembra
so that time
when you be breakfast show boss
that time the whole London was shaking because you have a fantastic breakfast show taking over the whole London. Then you have the drive time, you have Fifi Pratt taking over the afternoon show. And it was huge. They are very big. The Hot FM was history. It was Gaz Bossman,
Giles Bossman,
also from Mafia, Charlie,
George Brown.
London was
George
heavy.
Brown also by
London was heavy.
George Brown. Van Dyke they no kuta players. Obenya players. Kwesi cheda kwanyina.
Oh, they no kuta players. Okuta top player. But to sit on the morning show was not easy, man.
And your course.
Okay, first day I interview President Rawlings. First time because can't say me interview President Rawlings, almost me boy. Now Van Dyke to be friend. What's your mom to Ghana? Come to my friend. Come to my friend Rawlings, not my friend Rawlings. Masa, unya jumana sorry na pie. Bintuauka. Hey, this is the interview President Rawlings. Now unfortunately, that day was now so President Rawlings to be answer. Van Dyke kukume.
Waso ya
that time so na if was so kasapa was so jano. Me buy 2 weeks in my. Now your mama jumana me baby say mo am interview.
Then I know what say.
I did cheap 1 week. Me catch a good more pana unity. But I was aquaro bit my head, Jumano, aquaro heavy. From there, I think I interviewed President Kufuor.
Okay, I interviewed hot tea in our bottom.
Of course.
Heavy. No, the hit.
Now, no, me a program now, I'm in trust you. Me kada me tna sit down. Say me now you wine. Now they want me push you. Oh, it was heavy. It was lovely. London was, and at that time, some would take you over. When say Janus son of Pano, then we are not take you over the whole London. Omunim the way and no why you. Omunim, and yet be near your way. It was heavy, and I remember those days, and it was like it was fantastic.
Now, who free Hot FM no? Who could we more South London?
South London, yes. And what happened is
Spectrum.
Van Dyke problem by so you.
Any problem? And then the boy will join free whatever. And then the boy.
Wow, Pele say. Seven the man no me. Me a player. And 102 or see the
Ebusia me some am share my wine and so or cut the story
pa. Telephones because at that time so me na could take key no. Key they say wow be dial no why your politician interview. And you know Van say telephone calls no yen twa so because a bonaka on the morning show no a bonaka. And guys look, this is what makes the program. And you know say me friend that time me the only radio presenter, more correspondent all over Ghana. It be a story now hitting the front page of Ghana newspapers front page. You are telling me say Mijaya, and I just say that means the program is kaput. Also on Tiasi and Tia million back and forth. I'm so crying. Sika the man minister 22. I get to also on 2. That time so now Radio Focus is new and they is broadcasting all over Europe and they want somebody to compete with Rainbow Radio at that time. And you know. Almost share almost di mechiache almost be ba hone and Charlie, this is my offer. If you can give me the offer, then I'm ready to come to South London. E wa na kwa no odi tumu na ja papam papam e dia no pabo se me mom 2 weeks say 2 weeks na meba dia no pabo se radio no twi obia yetimi bonyum sa manfo Van Dyke ye program no busa Ernest way also ma oni abiem and it was nice. It was so nice. And you know, from there, you know, I became a jagumo or the horse. So it became one of the most top that time on Rainbow Radio.
Focus on now I'm on the wall.
Focus na ubi manso kojo king.
And skido no.
Kojo king skido ho but na
Fox wo
sanko fatiti danso and opening kojo siama. But when I decided to restructure the whole programming together to get that kind of competition.
Now, Honum as a breakfast show presenter.
Yes, that was it. But they gave me to rebrand the whole to rebrand the whole station into a new way, and it became a very competitive to Rainbow. Into Rainbow, Dr. Mark Rafi and Aswaya Shikakra, because we were the breakfast was hitting them because most of the Europe will not be taking over. And you know, I'm saying the only thing that MY because we were not on a normal cast. They say Fifi Pratt drive it from south to north. You can hear Fifi. Na me text you. Na me know that was not like that, but it was on Sky Channel Euro 0185. In the just Eurobed, and you can listen to it on your TV or they said DSTV no TN. And you know, it was a good experience because the name started going all over Europe because everybody started listening to me. Europe, and you know. Europe, no dear, it was all over the place. From there, no, that was how it all started.
Abusia
yes, bro.
Yaba.
I wouldn't say wouldn't say media me entertainment shows and media me mau.
No, why you be the crowd? I walk with you crowd. On some gun starting.
Yes, but you know.
But you see, I watch one.
My Jonah, and I mean,
and I said this was shared on still
at I'm not a pretender. Send me. And Jana Manfo say me pretend you. A busy me num we, a busy me yes. Ghana, I'm for so yeah, be no say me many so me we sign this for position for no. Just say, oh, nim nipana. And some crime num be the men call I knew some me num be crada.
Na
so obi to be transit no to me can say acquire or no we o yesi and one many so she now ni me papa and ka be catch him say me cry dem me e
hono ye beba hono mu nyina o de nya moto ye beba ho
so
focus e ban say na free ho.
Oh, Radio Focus, what happened is it wasn't seminar me free ho. It became a controversial thing. What happened is the former first lady Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings. Well, at the time when I was in UK, I was with her talking to her and all the time. And she wanted me to come to Ghana and work with her. I'm saying, Mama, I made a London there. I said, Chinchina member. And I see kind of public radio. So before the elections, they were building a documentary, and she wanted me to come and join the campaign team and then do a journalism job for her in terms of giving the information and all that.
Okay.
Until a year, I wanted to come back to London. No, so main train. Na me starting and working together in a PR team and work as a.
Then the party in your friends say.
There been a party that time. No,
party
she was at Tamils winning elections.
Okay.
NDC winning elections, and at that time, she was just a former first lady.
Okay.
She wanted me to join her and help her.
Okay.
And that was where I decided to say, okay, me call and Masan back. Then I try the system and see, because we say the way you've lived somewhere for a long time, you don't want to come into a new era. Say what is going on, you are not familiar with. But time and again, 2004, I'm say 2004, MPP 4 year. What you call it? Omoya Lanche Martini Kufuado, so Obekaya, Uzemi interview be Hot FM. I'm say 2007, Obekaya interview Nana Kufuado, Emma be a big issue in London. It was very big, Obekaya, Emma Van Dyke and Webi, so Bontino. Those things, the reaction that was coming between Alanche Martin and it was almost better election, Van Dyke Mame Bagana just to cover the whole election with the OBE TV.
That's a van ma Bagana on one try ticket be
of course. And now OBE TV, any other media houses will be say me cover the stories for them. So when I came, because I have the rapport with all of them, I've been him say Kufuado so many years. People don't know. And Alan Chemartin, that was where the former first lady wanted me to stay and work, but after the elections, and most of the things that was going on, she wanted to contest, say within the party, now we and you maybe in terms of how the direction.
So you mean the NDC party?
And she wanted to contest, and being a journalist and a PR person and in terms of communication, she wanted me to work with her. It make no politics, so say I was at the wrong place at the right time, at the right place at the wrong time.
Because
exactly. And the woman discovered me. Mrs. Rawlings discovered me in politics, because I remember, say, Fonka was my baby within the party. So I say, a Owusu Bempah's name started coming out. Until one day, the Kofi Adams was supposed to go to Newsfile that day. And BBC, na efa Rawlings is no, efa issue be about their house in Ajingano. And almost Kofi Adams, unfortunately Kofi Adams and Timanko. So I was asked to go
and
represent the show. And that was that time. To Ghana, also no news file. Obe meeting people like Kwaku Bakun. Kwaku Sechiado was the host at that time. Then you have Bet Fable Jr. You have your friend is Omanebu Ama Doctor. And I was the only young tiny boy. Debbie. I was working with the former first lady at
that time. Former first lady, or under NDC, right?
Yes. No, or person contested at Tamils, and it's one of the year will be the whole.
Okay. Into obey party or tea and I joining any. Because
it was just within a splitter group, and a friend Fonka. Everybody knows.
Fonka, yeah.
That was within the NDC.
Okay.
So that time, Okay. May come before then, nothing can So I was asked to go there and explain what happened in terms of Omufi and nonsense. And I was so tense.
It's a honor under NDC.
I went as an aide to Mrs. Rawlings.
Okay.
So I said to speak on the issue.
Kofi Adams uncle.
Kofi Adams Kasama President Rawlings at that time.
Okay.
Into me explaining, and that was where everybody saw what was happening, because there was a problem. I said, that time nanka MPP was, you know, be person contesting and Akufo-Addo with him to get the flag bearership at that time. And you know, from there, no, everything Mrs. Rawlings who are issues to do with her Biado. The media contacted me, and I was building the media with my team, the likes of Dela Kofi, Saint Osei, your friend say Nasiru came in very late. A lot of guys are normally very vociferous, young guys. We took the NDC internal political into the next level. And it became a big thing in Ghana. And that was where people started knowing, you know, I didn't know, say, it is something that is going to be and then that's what happened. And from there, no, then agitation started. From there, I was leading the whole, I was the operation director of Fonka. And it was big at that time. Until your core contest, you know, then Mrs. Rawlings lost. And also be another issue. But some of them, no, your core and some of them no decided to switch camp to the NDC back. And the woman wanted to go forward. So me, I stick my gun, followed her, and I was always with her, and I became the communications director, and then working with her at the same time. And then that was where the NDP was formed. So I'm a former NDP, and I was part of the NDP.
Oh, okay.
The NDP.
Okay.
And then from there, no, the rest is history. Until bizarre question, if you man,
your friend is saying, no, also we are part of the NDP, right? It's Musa and it's and as it's only what you call it, MPP.
Say politics.
BBC
your friend's friends is your friend enemy, and in politics, you should understand.
Make just a BBC or Nana Hosai. BBNC.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Akufo-Addo is more or less like my father.
Okay.
I've known Akufo-Addo for almost about when I was young.
Okay.
And my family members need be Juma. I am the only young politician. I'm not working with all these political divide. I'm the only politician who can work with the Rawlings and work with the MPP.
Okay.
President Kufuor.
It's Nana Kachan is
I say, as a question, I will say, you want to understand it. So I'm just telling you the story so that you will be able to understand. That makes me a unique politician. What did from there, no, I've known them, and agitation started, and all these things started. And you know, say, apart from Kumipreko demonstration, Kumipreko, which is the biggest demonstration in this country, there is no political agitation group where demonstration do said the Kumipreko chain Let My Vote Count Alliance. And I was one of the key leading members of a former Let My Vote Count Alliance. Wow. Which is one of the historic political group, pressure group in this country. So what I say, I was one of the first frontliners. The first agitation immediately after Akufo-Addo lost the 2012 elections. Did the Americans say, in politics, it's about Ghana. And I was a young man who found myself as one of the leading figures who want to agitate for the better of Ghana or whatever. Until I find myself at the right place. And I was pursuing, say, Akufo-Addo, and I know him. And I know what he's capable of doing. And I know the man as a principal person who can run the affairs of that country. And you know, I decided to fight for him to become the president. So right from day one, this thing didn't work. Kunadu thing didn't work. And I decided to work my way to make sure Akufo-Addo becomes the president of Ghana. Okay. And I decided on that. And various agitations on various platforms was tilting into Akufo-Addo becoming president of Ghana. It been Let My Vote Count Alliance. It been a lot of AFAG. I was a member of the AFAG group who will be fighting and agitating, say, the status quo. So politically, the agitation within Fonka was to make sure say certain things would go on. Well, it didn't go well, and the group of people within the NDC who metamorphosed into leadership under Mahama, we decided say these are a group of people we need to fight them and make sure say we get them out of power because they don't have nothing better for Ghana. The inner circle of how they operate, and that was where I joined the forces, like an allied forces with them, to make sure, say, we are fighting. 2012, we had a boss so and 2016, we decided, say, we'll go after them and take them out of power. And God being so good, we did it. And now they are out of power. And
about dinner, you can say, you be 8 years, you see, your friends, NDC for, I say, when who be Papa, you'll be on Papa, that is why you guys forced NDC out of whatever, the power, and I say, whatever it is, Nipa betina si akachira o say onua enti are you trying to say NDC buy no omanya hwe?
Oh, na say no the politics there, any idiot can even build a school or build a road.
Any idiot?
Yes, any idiot can build schools if you have a country no resources here. The show sa say ufifi many oya ti say be adwudwantwie bi kura no na say enimu nyansa we trima. You have resources, you can order somebody contractor monko see roadway. That is not what we are looking for. We are looking for a new leader who can bring transformational leadership. Transformation leadership, and they say, you sit down and you think that, oh, it is in the constitution, though, say you will get basic education for every young child, but going to the next level, no, I collect BA school, 1.4 million kids, and access to free education. And we are now, my brother, boss summer, at the gab, Emma, or my going forward, a lot of problems bring in terms of crime, in terms of nyoma ekoso memu basa emwa. A very, very key. Into man penny be translation or say on the oba obe make sure say free education no e be ya de obeye na akola bi organ bia na what true says oko school no. That is a visionary leadership. That to me is a visionary leader, because when I completed Bempah College, division school, I was the only person I pass it, to be called Bempah College at that time. My mother was a teacher, and me and Sika. I'm meant to go boarding house. I have to stay at home for 1 year. Oh no, 1 term before I went to boarding house. So you can imagine, and easy. Ushe Minano, the vice president, called West as Greater Accra, Ashanti region somewhere. Bonuri, Mammy be so torn at Jonathan. If you wait, Nipa ba could be in few no ba could to be in secondary school. Do you know what that means? Now, Oman Penino or Tessono at that time, President Mahama, oh Papa was a minister of state at that time, Kwame Nkrumah regime. And a unya akwenya o papa no ese odo kwa chimoto school no tamo no odo ko isrim and I call enjoy free education. Tienio, me that is my argument. Into papa was can ko betuma tue school fees o. But onim se free education wa Kwame Nkrumah de aba no ye tamo do ko isrim ma akoko school. That time no na ye nuan mo southern sector no obi enjoy free education, but you had an advantage of enjoying free education. Now
former president
Mahama. Now who nunca obia organ leader be to me
free education or enjoyment
or no nanka or implement.
There be me chance or no or enjoy.
Or enjoy pa.
Oh okay.
He will enjoy free education. Ni papa or co school no ko kind of first school dita or catch ni papa fan free you know ni papa didn't buy or the northern region. E man ko free senior high school or tamale secondary school. Enti nunca president bia President Rollins wenya access and free education, President Kufu enya Kufu ado enya enti ka only the only leader who can have who enjoy free education. Enti ka who should have that passion, that tenacity, the zeal and enthusiasm to implement free education. Oh dia o say sika no e dey free education, sika ni hontu kosisi school dan. Udi sika na mo bi se on fan koyen confirm na tutu ko Burkina Faso e medruye. Na the average child no tififu kromu ewe ina na otimimi kromu no a ne maame ton kokode nkate no a ono no benefiting from Ghana or ye Ghanaian no what deny no because wo no de wonya kwan wo papa no was a minister at that time wonya kwan tima ku school and never baba a president. What about that child who lives in that village? What about that girl who lives in Bole Bamboy who walks 15 miles and son wetima ko sensu? Sani pano, how do you expect them to entino sani oma we nyina ye nyoma na edi omani nya who say Akufo-Addo has brought a relief to the people of Ghana. Fifi say no 10 years from now. And I'll be say, oh mine, Ghana level I do. Yes, sorry, I near China. Near you will be called China, China. Chinese people started linking you. The guy who transformed China to become he started with free education. He started transforming and educating the minds of the Chinese people. And now, collaborate me here, small headphone, you wait my in China, and people are running to China. That's the dynamism that the Kufuor want to bring into the leader or generation kind. And then COVID-19 by any the only country in the world that it also for yet managing COVID-19 so well. America of all nations, mother of all democracy, or Matitiada. And then Kosha Urudu Kotoka International Airport. Share the way I see test you and sound weapon. A whole lot of things cause leadership.
Wakasa nicely. Wakasa chose. But many animal be person who say free education no. E dia ba de na wo.
Na many of you question be na we say.
Bibi so. E dia ba de na wo. Debi e dia ba de na your friend say sa a student or benefit pa.
Students ne benefit say obeku.
Brahma ke no so ye.
Ofa trunk no chobo so na no ye ko dwa in secondary school. O hia ni wa bi ofri Huni Valley. Ne baba. He hia so de na si bus ni. Na akora no be dru and trunk na chobo so I obedu school uniform ye free. Atade obehye free and tomorrow be free school home tua kapre emobia obedi di free morning evening afternoon to the be books textbooks bibia notebook bibia obe read bibia ye free apan fakam
enti ade enti da ya na nkofo bi complain say nya bibia na ye free na even at all kra no mo wura mu kra ye ka mu no mo
just propaganda and lies. What you see because you say in any Ibiano society biano that is how every individual be on ma or no ebe wa went me anye no ebe kan no say not even double track system krano they were complaining it's a double track kranye enti no free education dey wa beka opa go round send your reporters around go to the remote villages go hard ye tinkran man ye dwe no mo me dem me call for mo fifi I am on the ground. And your man for come say this election, Mahama to me 40%, 41%. I may retire from politics. Sorry, I have said it everywhere. Because this free education is a big deal. It's a big deal for people. And who is Alvivi men fan say a terrace how say oh buy real school now because secondary school now years ago. Who are you saying? Oh, my men or tongue according to Katia vulcanize and no see Abuso can I say, will be or take one who or ton adiano. And NDC, one thing that pisses me off about them is that who could read the preamble of the NDC political party one, the preamble of the constitution of the NDC, and some of my can women free education and in your maybe it's a social intervention policy. Or see, they will harness the resources of this country, to harness the destiny of the ordinary Ghanaian. Oh, they are show first ubie manifesto constitution of the NDC. I know the first thing what better on mine so over 8 years when to implement it. Free education Gregu for Adokas or back come say or say then Mahama say it is Owusu word be and that word I'm just trying to get it. Or say a desperate leader. And or thinking like so obey my free education. Now, other countries have tried it 20 years and you're
possible. Mahama
yes.
Former president.
Yes. Or see it is an antics of a desperate leader.
One I would say, yeah.
Oh, if the video is there, I can send it to you. Go and ask your news people, they will tell you. Desperate leader, Kufuor is so desperate, you know, kika who do hear that same. Now they no can kwenya no kre, say bit mabasu 20 years asem. Okuje to abla kwa say Kufuor is a dreamer. Where is he going to get that money from? I say it is not possible. That is June 14th, 2012. Kufuor can was say it is not possible. You understand? And the same people are now shifting the free education. The Kufuor they are see the difference. The visionary leader who share kind says I do we bet my juma no. What do you kind of what you implementing now? Now they are shifting the global free SHS by a bar double track. I
didn't see Uncle for complaining about the what shall I call it? one dam, whatever it is, you know, one district, one factory, no. People are complaining about this. So almost be anywhere.
Propaganda. Read the MPP manifesto. At the end of the course, it's private sector driven. Private sector driven NSF. Right? There are factories be honoma if you come and come up and so buy na assessing. Omo to atwene omanye ho adwuma yie num ne ade ade ye be revive no. Yama na back ye sika be shem na be ye factories na be ye yi na atima employ nkofo. Okay. The old ones no. If there be so ho a omo ani put two together we entrepreneur na ba. What you say the one district one factory if on be ma osika na de ashem no ma boa no ma provide all the amenities for you. So far no one district one factory promise here no almost about 138 is being your commission binumu buy into the process here. Now any leader no so almost better so 8 years and come to me here even 10 factories gra 50 anka Ghana ye Social Democratic Party uko see Commander Sugar Factory esi ho Commander Sugar Factory do ko see here no 50 ewi ase no no makra asichiri efra bruchira ba ena modi abe feedi Commander Sugar Factory receipt in the Ministry of Trade here ochina nka me ba ka me ba be kire na onya nim guase ban a obetimi abeye saa na obeka che Ghana for so obi a ono pro ye one district one factory on dey hia wo a oba ya one factory no commander the whole Commander Sugar Factory uko kra asichiri fi baby na wo ne saa ban no a hwan ye nche ehifa omo ko si Kumasi Shoe Factory omo so omo ko revive no ko he se Kumasi Shoe Factory da ho wa anyhow go there and find out what you say enti no this is the kind of leadership I can want say Kufuado what doing hwe kan omo so omo say $1 million per constituency ye hu hwe Mahama na ma no ka $1 million no yankase ye de mbema sika andi 40 sika se ma no omani so because omo akrofo Mr. Debbie. Fifi, any man sorry nko. Debbie. So me say, omo akromfo. Debbie. Oh, me see tie. Me come as tie. Mr. Omo nya kromfo. Mama ma one example. Debbie. Any mama kasa any mama kasa. Because asema me kan. Me kan asema. Chrono sem na Mr. Chrono sem say you free Mr. Chrono sem ne say. Mr. Dey. Kan chro so we. Ukosi circle interchange. Circle interchange because it's the same way your friend say FPP I don't care let them say but I'm saying make kuta facts na make kasa men kasa say me betra kasa no I'm just giving you an example ukosi circle interchange now koje contract circle interchange full tantan ya wo o de beje Ghana for $260 million the same Akufo-Addo buy or the $285 million. I have 4 interchanges. 4 interchanges.
Ninyina way.
Wakotema motorway interchange wako he. Pokuasi interchange wako he. Abusoka interchange and Tamale interchange. $285 million. Or the $260 million see interchange way. On your balawo, on your kromfona. Tell me. Is it not the taxpayers' money? If you can't cry, mommy can what London that what is one Brony Becca this is bollocks. This is bollocks. And you know it. So Becca me say, Sanyo my way, young Fanya Jumana me over Kansas me say, Unia, Mammy Chow, dear, Mammy Chow, Mammy Chow, we are president. Now in your comfort, eh? I did oh, and I'm from documents. Oba or a journalist, journalist form. Maybe okay, Mama, one example. And your balao ne Chemi. Ganes can no me diao. Debbie says, what are you talking about? Yeti Chroma and a fufu sola road. President moi. Na Burkina Faso Burkina Faso a contractor full tantan bia ba say wa yama president amano contract wa be check Ford na me to me Owusu Bempah kwa mini you kwa me Ford we be to be check Ford e dia president mo
I be share Facebook mami wife share Facebook mami
people say question president bia no aba Ghana the Sun newspaper recently Wow, tabloid. No, Fifi.
I didn't think that we
the Sun newspaper.
I didn't think that we the politicians. Some nice friends argument and I say
nice argument.
Who explain things? They be an insult.
They say when you insult.
There.
So Julo make you Julo. I don't know obi ko wia banchi. Obi ko wia banchi. Idi ani achina kotun sawam. Obi wia banchi a. Akwa no sesi how the fetchira say na ufifi. Oka bibi dem na me mie do no say me yi bibi afim na unnim a. Bu amba bu me asima bro kumi wa. What are you talking about? I don't know politician they go wia dia. Ye kan mo say yan twin.
Unia bema eye want to be make statement. So na times me get myself confused kakra because na or kasa me hu so o take it as a joke and I say me hu video bi all the better say airport wine
airport way
Kotoka International Airport.
Say one
your friend say what we call it why about so na NDC about so fine okay I'm say video bi ba viral say want to be saying kamuko akububu. Was it a joke and I say or say your friend say car Mahama a boy you know what too much into more baby bubu no more say and I say no or candia or kedia grow
I'm sure say
amount
of money contracted kono it could have built an ultramodern airport a hitu
and we say yes level no
and I make sure say you can jula mienka you can jula na wo nyina sorry because asma meka no so unim dia meka the only president in Ghana we're dealing with company from Queiroz Gavayo unimom
I'm afraid
Google let your people Google right now they are the most corrupt organization in the world. New York Times are citing them.
New York
Times are citing them. Your friend is Bloomberg are citing them. Companies, we are seeing credible financial companies in our citing them say they are the corrupt company. Brazilian president immediately.
Really?
Omne Bay Ridge Hospital ne Kwame Nkrumah interchange ne Kasua interchange, which is about $1.2 billion project. Mahama to onu sika o teso no. Enti no hijack NDC no. Because sika o teso di ye adwuma no. Nobody can challenge him in this country. Banye sika ne di win power. Queiroz Gavayo, let me tell you, omo call mama cho, omo call a Brazilian court. Brazilian court hono tie. Asema Queiroz Gavayo official. Na IBS you friend Petrobras ne corruption scandal is Brazil. And I interview omo ba lawyer ba putu question to him now. Look at the confession coming from Brazilian Queiroz Gavayo official. Unu aso okan.
Then okay.
Or see they pay juicy contract, they pay juicy monies to African leaders to get juicy contract. They pay bribes, huge amount of bribes to get juicy contract. And you know, is it coincident? Say Mahama, they circle interchange, you know, the Bempah almost so sourcing. And yes, a competitive bidding, crying, I can say Fifi, menu me, no near me and son, yeah, baby, pay you, they say you so sourcing. You're the one company, no competition. And you are telling me, say, this is not Julo. Nah, there.
Sajula,
John Darega Mahama.
Debbie. Oh, yeah, former president, it's Mr. Your man is that kind of respect. You know what I mean? It's your friends. No, but man, target.
On one casa, what kind of book on that?
Debbie,
first good it book. What kind of? What kind of? A chami di biblo. Unim how describe or no to mimi diatem. What's a mimi diatem? Unim how describe on one classmate or in a classroom.
Or describe anything.
Now the classmate, no friend Ezra, chapter 39. Go and kind my first good guitar. Or see, Omko Chimote school na kolane baye, o share a kolano, ni trimi, kusu, tiso diebi. Ni nantabro so riadabre, ne tiko, ni the fusu shen. Tie me ba, utmuso oyo kuani ba. There you make us, mammy, and this is also shana, a kolano oyo kuani ba. This is John Mahama. In his first coup d'etat book, and ya men are making. And ya me if you say, men are made my better and I may go to your man.
On one I can answer
the book of Watra and do Solomon and the best science and munim abusa
I'll find out.
unim sa book no.
I'll find out.
Unim sa Joma president or book. My first school leader. My kind book no from head to toe. And minim the America.
Ernest, ebani say na oni unua be ma Mugabe mu benya serious banter.
Oh, mini obi any banter.
Serious allegations be order to so
na me chose so unim sa allegations ni nya no kre. Oti na me say we are say if you want to masquerade on my back, so be masquerade on my back to become famous. Because to London or Abagana, Yabo Abagana, and I'll say,
Yabo Abagana,
famous. Now they unim.
Yabo Abagana.
Yes, unim.
Oh, David.
Go and ask at the British
Embassy. I'm born in Bagana. Mugabe had any Abona Bagana. So no one buy, or no one about the baby.
Listen,
on one about
the. I make a journey. Percent obeti the facts. Don't ask me questions.
Debbie.
And I'm say, percent Debbie. Ubusam question.
And then I just say Abona Bagana.
Ubusam question.
And then
you want me to answer the question?
Bibi say,
every question now. Ubusam. Do you want the answer or you don't want it?
Me want me here answer no.
Umpe answer.
And I'm say at the end say Abona.
Obi my stepmother was my stepmother Mary Owusu Bempah. Oya Juma or Ministry of Foreign Affairs were retired. Mumusa no say diplomatic passport or bag on the man by London. One a man, one a science man. That's the question I'm asking you. It will be some question. Don't just go and talk because you want to talk or because you want to create a you.
Create what? Talk there.
Any damn near castle. Make mount.
Talk there.
They say Mumusan. So by your son, Debio, may say at that what you do huno. At that what you do huno. Bena mibuno. Into Abagana. Minimum so much to the sense I know your beginning. So we use Owusu Bempah. Me Owusu Bempah. Ateni me. Ateni. So be dimatem. And no crowd pay. Because allegation would tell and would say me rape will be Orlando.
Sansam na mete Mahama.
There be o teda. No na.
Eno na mecha say e ba ne say ko fa hin fa ne ba e. E ko fa hin fa ne ba.
Say we are nipa timi trase. No a concord stories no dey abetuga. You saw what happened in London. You know everything. So obi timi trase say me ma ko rape obi. Now who crowd your common sense will freak you say in England. What rape obi? Now a loud mouth like Owusu Bempah. Ka British interpol me famenko. Also be Owusu na dwene. Fifi Owusu na. Me more land say na young girls he pay. Fifi na me ko rape obi. Young girls.
And no na e bro menti ase so. E ma nipa no cry. Om say your friend anya wo say an whatever.
Absolute.
Then no your receptionist.
Barbadash.
That girl man kasa so by e kasa.
Gebe. All fever. Now nipa no your host of the radio station.
It's that me me one pass
say obi kas obe concord to stories. Obe concord in such a way to make sure say there are people there who came out unim boy be or blogger or America as a London a friend your friend is saying or radio presenter or America me finidin ne nima beto me nanse kura ne papa wuye ma ne ba Ghana ofrachim seche ho be Virginia or a blogger or radio no so me finidin. Oh, this guy is a fantastic guy, very loud guy. Or Takan Reverend or Bob for one senpai, if anything. Amankrado. Me or America. And now Amankrado frame. The guy started investigating this story. A man for a free London. Any of radio focus. At that time. Go and get it. It's on the internet. You live in London. Van Dyke, he was the head of the owner of Hot FM there. He even called me and said, "There, all kind of Obi until Andy Biazi and Mama."
Now get no buy your better say.
Now then, Obi person, yeah. Say at the end of the day, no. What Obi to better transfer on candy or kind. You want to just follow the bandwagon because Owusu Bempah bite NDC too much. So Mugabe will sit there and says, "Oh, let me go and attack him for you." No, or the me
Mugabe only na age mape.
Yeah, he came there. He was
focus.
Let me tell you what happened. Ball. Ghana Black Stars under Kufu at that time. And ball 2006 Ubekaya. The 2006 and Oba back to London. And Oba Obesi Abranti Bisu no so ho me catch us Obi Manso. Me Beka se me bonidi. That guy was working with Kasapa FM. You know him. Drive time.
Yeah.
And Asuma make so Abate.
Kofi
Olusunim
Asarbako.
Eti Kofi Asarbako na linki Mugabe ne ma obi manso. Say abrantie bi about dabasimu.
Oh
yes, and it's a fact. God is my witness. I swear, point and to a mood yes is here. Me and Chen Mabudia. Simple. Or dabasimu ntino.
What the dear Bebudia Antwa?
Yeah, I mean, some men you can't throw her. Me and me and my canoe credit. So I mean, can't throw down.
It will patch us a Mugabe bag.
Oh, me cannot Kojo Bikin. It will go track Kojo Kane chain. And a Kojo Kane, no, and then to one or then about radio focus say, oh boy, your boy, radio landing to one. That time, I think I call radio focus. The normal boy in now, me morning show no. They don't have anybody to do mid morning. TMU. And as my God is my witness. And so, oh yeah, you need a producer to be doing telephone calls for you. Into one guy be echo yeah telephone calls. As my me come me mama warm. Koye telephone calls. And na obli kake siya beto or ye buy and I draw the friend against near daddy. And I almost sake no. And na I needed somebody so desperately to do. And Mugabe was the guy sitting down there doing nothing. I said, Master, come and do telephone calls for me.
Mugabe.
Swear to God. And you know, by sometimes no more program your friend Jericho hour. Or better so can say wa charge fucking. And almost yen cancer fucking yen cancer or say Robert channel. So your language should be very measured. So I say that was where I introduced him into my program to come and do telephone calls for me.
Ernest, are you trying to tell me say who now de Mugabe ba?
He was already there with Kojo King.
Okay.
Obi Manso.
Okay.
You can call him right now. I can give you his number. And
okay.
Yes,
you
can call Rest for Kwame Amankwasechi. I can give you about Bempah 5 for Penny Kojo. You know all of them in London. So it's not me. You are trying to pretend like you don't know these guys. You know them. And you know, he was just doing telephone calls for me. Telephone calls, say, oh, yeah, calls. Amami. So what I say. And then one day, me and me program, you know how I do it. I kick me shall say kick asses. I say my opinion. My made interviews, you know. Me hear what we call my opinion. And on me cut issues now, man for any agent, be telephone lines now too. You know how I do my program. To one day be me a program, and I'm saying Mugabe blah 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 blah. Also, as some I can hold you say. So I
no one can say no Honomas Day.
Oh, say so be ni wa anajo nebi obi ni wa no abetram sa overlapping radio. That is what it is. That is what it was at that time. You get what I'm trying to say?
Our evidence be here.
Oh, me see Kojo King, Frenipa be 10. I say unim. I'm not sitting here na make counts me catch you say. Asem we na make can. E ba say make media jo do abo wait my as me come in here. So I say make can serious because enya wo and come here say me no kan chiro biada because I don't follow so udware wo adwae Owusu Bempah is a big brand. I'm too big for this rubbish. You get what I'm trying to say? Enti say ban say me can because wa kan man adu level bia me no ko anyame nku bi ma because me wo be catch him say me my say emfa me because the whole Ghana ebi no pema say ebi so pema say me fa ho o dey say the only thing is me say what I'm doing is right. I don't care. So I say into no Radio Focus, I was there for even 6 months. You know that? It was just 6 months. Or no claim catch the NDC for say only me. To the extent that Ufifi practical only me said you only me. Me no what na used to be 2 years as saying. Diagro Orlando and over more years. Ya try no more diagro or no so only me chan. You get what I'm trying to say? Ain't you know? Say Van Dyke to one and say Mr. Dazi to one. All these people I say, where is this coming from? Is it a short period or to me catch them say me a group baby grant me to be called Southland, me free Southland and man of land because me meaning for ton drugs. Who said I'm ton drugs or land?
As in coke.
Yes, he said it on his program.
Wow.
Say me ton drugs, many gangsters, and now we always holding gangs, we killing people in London. He was saying all that. Apart from the rape case, he was saying a lot. And this was not the first time. During the Funka days, we be a program so can't answer me. And you know, Kojo King, I didn't buy or me introduce you to program no so. Huh? Anna, or your course when to be repaired mama na the views about me discuss issues. Then I introduce him on air for people to hear his voice on a political prime time show with my audience. Into me bag no. They didn't even want him to do the program because I started working and I'm then buy and obe start a program. That was where he started insulting and talking about this, and he started going on the level of NDC. And Tomu frame me say, "Oh, Mugabe can't say more radios," but I don't care about that. On one kasa no personally no, or hatred. On one kasa no on ten who wants to say nyame born sa.
How?
Oh yeah. I know what I'm talking about. And so no, say if you are different breed. You all you mean to me you. What did you make a Jonathan? The two are we Fifi Pratt, better radios, no, started Pejanium, no, or any voice, star, be no, the no. When I was in secondary school, I was listening to the Supercharger on Hot FM afternoon show when I was young. You understand what I'm saying? I can never be you. You can never be me. So until maybe Fifi Pratt, one of my say Fifi Pratt is excelling in Ghana, and I'm free. I land in Abana Mesumi person you famous. I have to go to the other side and start telling lies about you just to make me popular. Exactly. What do you say? If you come now, Becca and throw say. Meanwhile, no, you use my name to do a lot of things. A lot of people that you know, I introduce you to them. Because back in the day, we are called now for a politician. And yet, Owusu Bempah, they won't pick the call. In London, they won't pick the call. So pick it no their mammy, Miss Way, me and my collar no in Casa. Yes, I swear, I have evidence. It's not a joke. And you know,
Mugabe for a boss.
Of course, he was just doing the telephone calls for me. And you know, Sebi, person shoot to fame in Ghana. Oh, they are 10 years, annual man, you know. Say a trust, say a political issue, say a discussing before. I can speak the Queen's English. Ask him whether he can speak the Queen's English. Can he even pronounce 3 sentences in English? Maybe me could have master's degree in communication and journalism. Odi azima mekan, me could have diploma. Odi azima me could have degree in journalism. Me radio soon me be you be bidding na man. And I didn't come to politics because I want to come to politics. One of the distinguished personality or Ghana politics no introduce me back to Ghanaian politics.
And did you see affect you?
Me. You know why? In communication, if be negative publicity is a publicity. Let me tell you why. If you, Fifi Pratt, a whole Fifi Pratt like you have a platform like this, now no pebi I also be betra. Now be bastardizing me. Now be cancel me ni mo for me ho. Indirectly you are making me popular. Let me tell you why. Let me give you an example. You know US President Donald Trump. People think he's stupid. All buy into politics, who say he's coming to contest a heavyweight like Hillary. Election he started kicking against the media with negative publicity. That make Donald Trump won that election. And he's still doing that. American people are not watching him. He's still using negative publicity. Attention is on him, not you. Attention to you. Tell who control radio so you Mugabe na say Owusu Bempah repu obi e pe Owusu Bempah. Owusu Bempah me na dem ho na me nim me ho. 7 years. Owusu Bempah kum nipa or yes keep on saying it. I love that. I love it. Omo frame no come me say it means what? I'm a thorn in the flesh of the NDC. I am making him money. I am giving him money to chop. Me na me money sikadi because one nya me ho asema anka unya bibi. Now they use me wasting my time say Fifi Pratt nya okra na wo me pe wasema anka me kan ase ka make say fa ton chen kra nya ka bibi fofo because oni bibi ye tie me move a serious business. When I move bibi a me ye bia no me serious. What do I say? Because I know where I'm going within the next 5 years. Who me last say I'm telling. One to one America say I'm coming to live in Ghana.
Yeah.
And you were surprised.
You told me that. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, buy to London now. Yeah. You be the biggest nightclub in London.
And I'm buy so.
Who's a me madam? you be the biggest nightclub in London. And this guy sit here and he talk as if say somebody was a pauper.
Your friend say I saw for a session come about we be winning, we be see.
Nightclub they can once a month and
me time we aso.
There be time never so 2 minutes you be can also for
that
people think say oh no that time now you running the show. Now that time no big boss player near you running that nightclub in North London. No, that's that time over here.
That's how bag nice
yes, na me bag no, Burberry's bag in the sun con. Ma show me leather jacket. No about say leather jacket. You know it, man. And when you make car London for you be
oh, and that's also my family beautiful.
It is over. I know him. You know me.
Listen, you become me as we here. Then I quite my friend can say, "Hey, what beautiful." Some go for no. Hey, I say what I fiber in the slower. Be sure say media bema a year. Ye na ye nua bema ba as see anu na won na ye watch 1-2-1 be ama your friends akoye bibia hodo. But whatever it is no. Be sure say obeti sase we say. Na sase we say so what no catch us say massa. Brand be prove say your friend say ya born na ban sa na ma na wo kana wo evidence how the be ma no me ba make county dem catch mati the okay nyina mati the okay and I make chance means
diplomatic passport I have the evidence
yes
and I'm not sitting here talking because I want to talk.
Okay. Nice one. Mr. One, you go Facebook quick, check it out.
I'm sure say, and then all by and one me, so we have some kind. There's a lot of issues here.
Check it out, your friend.
Because I say we know, I'm not going to even push.
I know because some na you chat to so and I say no whatever ninja no I was say no clear because now UK for no the most serious no UK for who say oba no main point and then say sase we say obetimi clear say no cry na say no cry you know what I mean into whatever it is me no me and a shock me you understand me a shock me say you know what I mean a shock me I don't know and as your friends focus also na me nya adwuma you know what I mean
who to 50 pride now obi abeka catch him say 50 pride is a pedophile me out on my mind I know say it's not true unless say you have other to prove it. Now if water landing obi be repo obi then the panel say Interpol other people I am the loudest politician in Ghana here. Now you hear me say now that is absolutely rubbish.
You go Facebook quick.